Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on the SW Bricks and Figs channel. It's time for another weekly episode of building KASHYYYK, the Imperial refinery from Jedi Fallen Order. This is going to be a really good episode. We get to work on a ton of stuff on the actual Sap Vats, the iconic Sap Vats that we see Cal jumping around on in Jedi Fallen Order. I really loved playing these episodes and it's just really fun to try and recreate these in LEGO. I'm really having fun with this series. It's definitely going to be my best and biggest mock to date, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. But before we do, make sure to check out my sponsors, Firestar Toys and Minifig Customs. You can definitely pick up some really awesome stuff from both of them, and discount codes will be left in the description next to the links to them. No live stream this week as we have had terrible internet, so I haven't been doing any live streams, but the live streams for KASHYYYK will be returning very soon. But with that all out of the way, let's head straight into this episode of Building KASHYYYK. So to begin with this week, I got a load of pieces in a haul. This was a multiple different hauls actually on this table right here. And then we did in fact get a second one. We just have a ton of different dark bluish grey stuff. Loads of different filler brick and stuff, which is going to be super useful for different things within KASHYYYK, as well as those arch pieces that are going to be really good as well. Hopefully going to get a ton of progress done with all of these pieces. And a second haul actually came in as well. So here is the second one where we're organising here. We got a few bits of dark green, which is super useful. I need to order tons more dark green, you'll notice as I run out later in this video. But yeah, we got some loads of different things in here, including more and more filler plate. I still run out of filler plate every single episode, even though I'm ordering an absolute ton. But yeah, some good different bits of dark bluish grey as always. Bit of lime green, thinking about potentially mixing that into KASHYYYK, but I'm not entirely sure, probably won't be. And then a few other bits here to the side. And then obviously these little cog pieces, or like key pieces sort of things, are really cool. So I decided to buy those and see if I could add some details with those. But yeah, next thing I did was actually order some lights. So you can see here, basically ordered these sort of string of lights. I think they're like fairy lights from Amazon, really cheap, but they said they'd be color changing online, but however sadly they were just all one color. As you can see, I pretty much bought this little battery pack as well, because I thought usually I use actual Lego lights from like Light My Bricks and stuff like that, and the company that was meant to be sponsoring me on this series have actually ended up not replying to me. So basically I thought I had to try and find the cheapest way to light this mock, so I decided to try and get some fairy lights. And yeah, this was working. This looked like it would work pretty well. However, the lights were all just like crazy different colors, so definitely don't know why that is. There's no button or anything like that came with it to change the lights colors, so I'm going to send this back to Amazon and get some different ones with some different colors and stuff like that. And then I will be installing these all across the prison cells and stuff like that, which will be really cool. But now I turn my attention next to working on the area where the Sap Vat's going to go. So basically first thing I did was lift this up and tile all the way underneath it. Then I added another layer of plates to the bottom of this. You can see just going through, adding those 2x2 red plates to the bottom just so they can connect to the floor. And then after this I went ahead and tried to work on a bit of filler brick all the way around the outside, trying to get this all built in as much as possible. And you can see I've now finished all the way around the outside pretty much, and I now started to work on a bit of terrain. So I'll leave you with this time lapse and I'll pop back in just a second. Okay, so you can see I've done the first stretch of the bits right here. I have some wedge plates and stuff going around the edge, which is looking pretty nice, and some mixtures of brown in there as well. But I'm going to get back to work and show you some, try and smash out some more progress. Okay guys, I'm actually so happy to show you this. We have an absolute ton more progress. It's really blending in well. I thought this shot was quite cool right here with the base in the background. But yeah, you can see we just have an absolute ton done. I've finished pretty much half of this base plate right here now, and it's looking amazing if I do say so myself. We have some nice details all the way around the sides, as well as some different browns and some different dark greens. I was running very low on tile and stuff now, so I'm very low, so I'll have to do some orders, but I think it's looking really nice. You can see we filled in all the way around the outside. I used some pretty cool sections right here, including some little bits of with brackets and stuff like that to fill the gaps. It was pretty tricky. I didn't have the craziest amount of wedge plates and stuff, so looking pretty good. But we also added a few areas of foliage with these olive green plants. I was thinking about adding some actual olive green bricks and plates and stuff to the ground, but I think I'll probably leave it with just dark green and just brown as well. But I think this is looking really good. It's blending quite well with the terrain over here on the main mock, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think it's looking really good, and it's going to start sloping up as we get back onto the other base plates as well. And yeah, you can see we've tiled off a little bit more, added in these beams and stuff as well. I think this is just looking so good, and I'm so happy with the progress we've made right here. Okay, so now I've been doing a little bit of experimenting with this turntable in the center here, so I'm not entirely happy with this. I think it looks relatively good. Obviously we have some pieces, just some nice curves on the outside, and then some nice plates running along the bottom. And yeah, obviously those black pieces right there aren't going to be sort of permanent. Those will be replaced with dark bluish grey. But yeah, I'm not entirely happy with this. I think it's way too long personally, so I think I'll probably definitely be shortening this, but I'll definitely be trying to work on a few other options for this central turntable right here in weeks to come as well, because just not perfectly happy with this. But yeah, it does work for what it is, but I want to have a few other areas just here in the front section as well as off to the sides as well. So definitely doesn't work perfectly right now, but it'll do for right now. I also don't know whether I like the dark bluish grey as well, but yeah, we came up with a new technique, and so I decided to just quickly tile this area off a bit more. I will probably be having to rip up a couple of tiles here, but you can see basically we're just going in, replacing all of these tiles because I wanted a nice seamless look for the thumbnail of this video, and I thought that would be really cool. But yeah, we basically worked on a few different things here. This turntable in the center is looking a little bit different now. I do think those podiums off to the side are way too small, obviously. They'll definitely be a lot bigger, and this is nowhere near what it's going to be like. I've definitely ordered a few more pieces which are going to be really useful for this, but you can see basically I used a different technique to connect this piece in the center here. It's definitely not as nice to swivel around as the turntable piece was, but it sort of works pretty well. Oh yeah, I'm not using that turntable anymore. I'm actually using a small different snot technique, which is kind of working, but it's kind of not, as I said before. But yeah, you can see it swivels all the way around. We have some nice sort of snot work on the center to have this nice curved sort of center section to this, and I think it looks relatively good like that. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. You can see it's kind of hard to get back on sometimes here, but yeah, you just have to line up the right plates and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way I managed to do the sides and stuff. I think personally the size is not too bad. I think it looks pretty good here with Cal posed on it right here, and we also have this small section off to the front where the scout troopers stood. That's definitely not permanent either. That'll be changing a lot as we go into the future. I've ordered some nice big dishes to put there and stuff like that. I just didn't have any personally right now, but I used these to make this pretty cool thumbnail shot right here, and I was really happy with this sort of force push kind of jump ambush attack this Cal's about to do. Also, the purple lightsaber looks amazing, or pink lightsaber looks pretty good as well, and I just think overall I'm really happy with the progress we made this week. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode this week, guys. I actually put a load of time into this. I didn't have a crazy amount of days to actually work on this mock this week, but I managed to really put a load of time into working on the actual mock. I sort of sometimes just turn the time lapses off and just go ahead and build. Like you saw there was kind of a jump in progress. I usually like to time lapse and stuff, but with that one I just sort of sat down, got into the groove of building, and just really enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm happy with the progress. I definitely think I'm excited to get some packages in so I can do some more work on that, because the actual podiums and stuff like that are going to look a lot better in the future. I just kind of had to work with what I had right now. Wasn't 100% happy with it, but we'll be working on that. I know a few people mentioned using snot rather than tiles. I like this idea, but it's the way it's set up right now. It's all working for tiles, and I don't really have any of the medium nougat bricks unless apart from just like 1x1s and 1x2s, and I do have a load of 2x2 tiles, so I want to use that in this mock. I think it looks really good, and I think it works well. I think snot might have worked a little bit better, but I personally love the way this sort of thing looks, so I'm happy with it personally, and I'm really enjoying this mock. Another few people sort of suggested motorizing the central section. Personally, I have no clue how to use motors, and really with the time restraints on this mock, I really don't have time to work on a ton of things with motors, and I think it would work for a quite boring episode if I just sat down and just worked on motors the whole time. And personally, I'm starting from scratch, so I would have no idea how to use any sort of power functions. I will be learning this again in the future for more mocks and stuff, but right now I don't have the time to sit down and learn that, sadly. I think it would look really good, but I think it works really well in the way it's working as just sort of like manually. So let me know what you think of this episode in the comment section down below, guys. I hope you did enjoy. As always, check out 5-Star Toys, Minifig Customs, and all the other companies that do sponsor me here on the channel. And of course, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It definitely helps push it out to more people, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome Lego Star Wars, Lego Marvel, and other Lego content. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Goodbye.